Hey everyone, I've got the Breville cold juice fountain from the Home Tester Club for testing. Obviously it was sent by Breville, and as I will review this product, these are my personal opinions. I'm just going to walk you through a quick unboxing, and then we'll make some juice and just say how this compares against some of the other juicers I've used. I've used a few other centrifugal juicers. We're just going to test it out and I'll keep you posted. So the product is nicely packed. So we've got our user manual, the warranty, and a pretty massive box. So go like that. Ouch. It's a rather heavy product. We've got the jug, which is very nicely done. It has a pretty rock solid seal, which is good. I'm not sure how to use it though yet. I'll figure it out. And then we've got a brush. I suppose this is to clean the juicer components, so we'll need that. And then we've got the juicer itself, which is, as I said, a pretty heavy, big product. Okay, so that's packed really well. Nice and beautiful finish. It's a very nice steel matte finish. I reckon the next step is for it to go like that, and this to come up. That's the chute. It's pretty big. That's the juicer component. That's the motor and the juicing, and there you go. That's unboxed for you. A pretty large reservoir for your straps that will come out at the end of juicing. It sits right there, and that's the juicing basket. Okay, nice gold plating on it, funnily enough. Okay, so I'm gonna wash all of this and come back. Basically, first things first, we're gonna wash everything before we get started. The loading capacity is about 5 kilos of beetroot juice continuously for a period of 2 minutes, as an example. Is how much it will take. The chute is quite big as compared to some of the other juicers I've used. As you can see, it's a pretty massive chute. I could actually fit a whole apple in there. That's good. And potentially a whole beetroot. This is not the biggest beetroot I've got, but yeah, good. So that is exciting. In terms of putting it all together, they've got a very decent booklet, so you need to first go with that on the juicer, then goes this one. It's got markings on where things go, so see that it has alignment markings, so it tells you whether you're aligned. So now you're aligned, and it goes in, and then goes in these two. So obviously that goes first. My bad, should have put this first. And then goes the juicer component, and then that goes in. That goes on top, and that's locked in to juice. On high for low for soft fruit, off and hard for high for hard fruit. So that's quite a lot of settings. I'm gonna wash this all and come back. Okay. and then we'll come back and start juicing. Okay, let's pause. Welcome back. I've washed everything now and we've reassembled the juicer. That jug just goes in there and the juice comes out. So I'm not going to be using the whole jug right now. So there's a spout that comes with it. So I'm going to be putting the spout on and putting a glass there. We'll start off with some vegetables because I want to make sure that I'm able to use the pulp for other things. So as you can see, that's a low setting, and then they have a high setting. The instructions in the book are you need to wait till you've got the right spin before you put the vegetables. So I'm just going to put it on high. This would be loud, so bear with us. And then I'm just going to throw in both the carrots. There goes the carrot, the celery, and the beetroot. Our whole beetroot is going in. We'll see how that goes. Okay, that was good. I'm going to just put some ginger in there for the purpose of fun. That's just frozen ginger. I don't know how that helps. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, that's good. So that's a lot of pulp. As you can see, the pulp's kind of here. The juice has all come out of this. Hello. You can have some juice too. It's a lot of splatter, but maybe just water. Yes, I will let you help. And then once we're going to make some apple and grape juice, that's when you'll help, okay? So let's taste this juice. We're going to just go with some tasting glasses. Let's see how this juice is. Okie doke. So that's our apple, carrot, celery juice. Looks nice and bright. It's like a power shot, a B12 power shot with some ginger in there. The consistency of the juice is quite good.
Actually, it tastes really good. Oops.
It does have that frothing that is from the centrifugal force.
Force. Why?
The juice is colder. I didn't put any cold vegetables, but the juice is very nice and cold. So that's one outcome. I'm going to stop here, take out the pulp, just do a quick whiz so I can use the pulp, and then we'll go back to.
But why does it have those
So that's what we got as the juice. It's got a little bit of frothing and it's got a pretty decent color. It's smooth.
And it has some black dots in it.
Yeah, it's smooth and it's good. I think we're going to stop there and then move to our fruit juice.
Fruit juice.
I had carrot, celery, beetroot, and some ginger in there.
Don't forget grapes.
So I'm going to take that apart and use the spatula and pull out all my pulp. I can use that for my veggie bowls. The vegetables were washed, so I'm happy to use that. I'm not going to take out everything, but most of it.
But why does it have those extra bits?
That is to clean the juicer. Let's take all of that out. Take a break.
And now we'll move on to the next juice when she's found something she needs. And there she is.
We're back, and I've just taken out the pulp. As you can see, it's fairly dry, but there's a lot of the woody pieces of the celery, straight as is. And there's a big piece of beetroot, but by and large, most of the fruit is dry. It's taken out a lot of the juice out of it. It's very crumbly, so I can reuse that. Let's move on to fruit. I'm going to go back on high, and there goes full apples. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn that to slow and add some grapes. And see how they go.
Did you add all of them?
Yep, I did. So that's going in there. most of the grape and the juice pulp came in there, and I'm gonna stop that now. I forgot to say that as I was washing it, I noticed that this part, the top part, is really big, and so is the reservoir. So naturally it's a large juicer, but it's a little bit of a mess to clean up. I know most of the products and most of the attachments, including the juicing attachment, can go into the dishwasher, but I don't recommend it because over time it can reduce the life of your product. But I must admit, it was a little bit too big to deal with a small sink if you're in an apartment. But apart from that, it cleaned off pretty easily. So I'm gonna just see what it takes for us to clean it up again.
Well,
so let's now test out a bit of that juice. It's still got the tinge from the beetroot, but it's now an apple and grape juice.
Whoa! And we do live in a small apartment.
So see all of that is the centrifugal foam. As I mix it up, it does settle into...
That's my glass.
Yep, it is.
Using my glass.
And I'm just gonna test this out. Let's get another glass.
Mom, why are you using my favorite mug?
And see how the apple juice turned out.
I wonder what they'll be like when they're mixed together. They're not letting me have a try.
Very crisp, very bright. The one thing I do notice is far more smooth as compared to my previous centrifugal juicer. It's not as grainy.
I like it.
That's really nice. Much better than any other juicer I've used so far.
Yeah.
So there you go, there you have it. We've made 2 juices, one fruit and one vegetable. The fruit one obviously has a vegetable tinge because we didn't clean up anything before we did that, but it doesn't have a lot of that flavor. I think the flavor is very apple.
It's more like the green apple instead of the red apple.
Correct.
And the
it's a crisp apple flavor.
And it's like with the too sweet.
And that's the stain from dropping the juice on your clothes. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks for watching. This was a very good product.
Yes.
Thank you, Home Tester Club, and thank you, Breville, for allowing me to test it. I think it's going to be an important one for every morning in our house. I'm just going to find a good spot for it, and it'll stay on our bench for morning juicing. I must admit, I'm still thinking about how I'm going to be cleaning it up. I might just do a bulk juice in that jug. Having said that, this jug has a lot of, it's a very nice sealed lid, which means you could actually keep the juice in there, and I reckon it'll stay fresh. So just that's something to note. It has 2 settings. One when it's closed.
Want to pour it in, we can just pour it into a glass.
Yes.
It's easy.
Yes.
Because it has that part.
Yes. And what you can do is you can just close it up. That's the closed spout. That means you can't really go in there. It's closed from all sides. With the tight seal, I think the juice could stay well there. And it's got measurements in there, which is going to be helpful. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
We'll come back another time with another review. Thank you. Bye.
Namaste. Hello, salam.